We're not even gonna address this camera situation right now. Ooh, okay. So Dodie just put up like an hour ago her video where she was talking about talking to Demi, and how like important it was to her to like meet her idol and like talk to her and blah blah blah. I'm crying because I'm very happy for Dodie. Also because I am a ridiculously emotional person and a ridiculously emotional weeper at just all things and everything. So I wasn't planning on moving for a few hours. Probably was going to do some wicked like throwaway birdie box every flavor beans type video, but I'm just going to quickly come on here and make a really short video just to say Savannah Brown yesterday on Twitter was talking about why it is important to people to really want to queue up in a line and meet people that maybe won't remember you. A justifiable question. I struggle with this all the time because people don't owe you any part of their life. And yeah, there's a power dynamic, and yeah, they don't owe you anything, really, even a little. So when they decide to queue up for hours and meet you, it is draining to them. For me, it's my personal prerogative that like, even if I am in like a queuing type situation, I never want it to be one where I just kind of walk up to this person. I'm like, hey, let me take a picture with you. You know, I want to have something to say. And if I don't have anything to say to you, you should meet people that want to meet you, or you should go home and like take a chill from whatever you've been doing that has brought you to this situation where I can meet you. That's why, Savannah, I think that's Dodie's reaction to having spoken to Demi on the phone is what I imagine a lot of people's reaction was to meeting you at Sitsi. The thing about pop culture and the thing about celebrity is that unconsciously at times it fills a void for people. It takes up a certain amount of space, and in like a YouTube sense, it's people that you feel like you know. But I think that's why people want to queue for hours and hours and hours to take that one picture, to have that 2-second conversation. It is for their own self-satisfaction. It is for them being able to be like, hey, let me hand you this letter. Maybe you'll remember me later. I hope and pray that Demi's going to remember her for a long time. And I hope and I pray that, like, they'll get to a point where they're at the same level of stardom, because God knows Dodie deserves that. But that's why, because you've thought of all these things that you'd long to say to these people. And sometimes it leaves your head when you meet them, but sometimes it doesn't, and you get to say what you want to say. It's different for everyone because not everyone is like that. You know, Savannah also said, I'm not a type of person that would queue just to vomit 2 words at someone and walk away, regardless of who that person was. And there is a very marked difference between being able to like, I've met Dodie and I love her so much. And yeah, it kind of kills me that she doesn't know who I am. She doesn't remember that we met. She doesn't remember how cathartic it was to like listen to her and Rusty and Tessa and John and just forget for a little bit whatever else was going on. I wish I could have said more. I wish, do I wish I could have had a fucking, I don't know, FaceTime call with Dodie Clark? Yes, but we don't all get that luxury, and for a lot of us, we have to make our peace with and make do with, we're going to get 2 minutes of your time in a meet and greet. You know, we're going to write you fan mail and maybe you'll open it one day. I wrote Lin-Manuel Miranda before he left Hamilton, that I wrote to the Rogers, and I carry this thing with me literally everywhere. You know, do I wish I could have had this conversation with him in person? Do I wish there was some sort of record, some sort of memory that is more than a fleeting name that he could associate me with? Of course, but it's the closest taste of what that looks like. And again, you don't owe it to people to do that. You probably don't get much out of it. I don't know, because Hank even said it's like a sacrifice that I'm willing to make for them. Make your own choices. Don't do things that you don't feel like you want to do. But I just saw that 8-minute video, had a little weep, and that's why, Savannah. I think we all kind of know that we don't have that luxury of one day we're gonna get a random FaceTime from Dodie and we'll be able to say, you make hard moments easier. And in the off chance that you get to see this person in front of you in a space where they're willing to have that 20-second interaction. I don't know that it's the easiest thing in the world to hear that you are the person that makes me feel okay when I'm not okay, but it's important for the person who's saying it to have that second. You know, you might get that 2 seconds because that FaceTime, it's not in all of our futures. I will probably see you with this aforementioned Birdie Bots video tomorrow. Happy Veda.